a little girl rushes to her single dad fixing a car, calling out Dad. What happens next, Dad? A tiny voice pierced through the rumble of engines and the metallic clank of tools. Jake looked up from under the rusty hood of an old sedan, sweat streaking down his forehead, and saw his 5-year-old daughter, Lily, running toward him with her pigtails bouncing and her little arms outstretched. Her face was lit up with excitement, the kind that only a child's innocence could carry. He quickly wiped his greasy hands on a rag, smiling as she threw herself into his arms. "Hey, sweetheart," he said, lifting her up. "What's got you running like the world's ending?" She giggled and whispered proudly, "Miss Parker said I'm the best reader in class." Jake chuckled softly, a pang of pride mixed with sadness in his chest. "That's my girl," he said. "Your mom would have been so proud." Lily's face fell for a moment, her small hands fidgeting with his shirt. "Do you miss Mommy, Dad?" she asked quietly. He froze, his eyes glancing at the sky as if the answer might be written somewhere up there. "Every single day, baby. But you know what? When I see you smile like that, I see her right here." He gently taped her chest. "In your heart." Lily smiled again, resting her head on his shoulder as he carried her back to the car he'd been fixing. Jake owned a small roadside garage and nothing fancy, but it kept food on the table. He'd been raising Lily alone since his wife, Ma, passed away in a car accident 3 years ago, the same accident that nearly took Lily's hearing. By some miracle, she'd recovered, but the trauma had left its marks on both of them. Every day was a struggle balancing work, bills, and the endless worry of being a single parent. But Jake never complained. For him, Lily was worth every sleepless night and every sacrifice. That afternoon, as he continued repairing the car, a sleek black SUV pulled up. Out stepped a woman in a sharp suit and heels, looking a bit out of place among the dusty cars and grease-stained floors. Jake wiped his hands again and approached her. "Can I help you, ma'am?" he asked politely. The woman hesitated before saying, "My car broke down just down the road. Someone said you're the best mechanic in town." Jake nodded, his modest smile barely hiding his exhaustion. "Let's take a look." As they walked toward her car, Lily tugged on his sleeve. "Dad, can I help too?" He smiled down at her. "Sure, partner. Grab my toolbox." The woman watched the two of them, how Jake's rough hands guided his daughter's tiny fingers, how he spoke to her with patience and love. Something about it softened her. She hadn't seen that kind of genuine connection in a long time. When the car was fixed, she handed Jake a credit card, but he shook his head. "Cash only." "Sorry, my machine broke a while back," she sighed. "Yeah, broken bar. Actually don't have cash on me." Jake smiled faintly. "That's okay. Pay when you can." The woman blinked, surprised. "You don't even know me." He shrugged. "I don't have to. Sometimes helping someone is just the right thing to do." Lily piped up with a grin. "Daddy says kindness is the only thing that doesn't run out." The woman laughed, genuinely touched. "Your daughter's wise beyond her years." Days later, Jake forgot all about the encounter until one morning, a brand new sign was delivered to his shop with his name in bold, "Jake's Honest Auto Repair." Along with it came a letter. It read, "Dear Jake, I was that woman with the broken car. What you didn't know is that I'm the regional director of the company that owns the lot your garage sits on. I came intending to discuss redevelopment, but after meeting you and your daughter, I realized some things are worth preserving. Your kindness reminded me of my late father, who was also a mechanic. Consider this my way of saying thank you for fixing more than just a car that day. You fixed a heart too. Enclosed is a small gift to use it for your daughter's future. She deserves the world." Jake stared at the letter, speechless. Inside the envelope was a check enough to pay off his debts, renovate his shop, and even start a savings fund for Lily's education. That evening, he hugged Lily tight. She looked up, curious. "What's wrong, Daddy?" "Nothing's wrong, sweetheart," he said, tears glistening in his eyes. "Everything's finally right." She smiled and whispered, "Mommy's proud of us, isn't she?" Jake nodded, holding her close. "Yeah, baby. She's smiling down on us right now." The camera would fade out to read the image of a father and daughter silhouetted against the sunset, their old garage standing tall behind them, a small place built not just on steel and oil, but on love, honesty, and the belief that no act of kindness ever goes unnoticed. Message: sometimes, the smallest gestures of goodness ripple farther than we can ever imagine. Jake didn't fix just a car, he repaired hope, one act of love at a time. Would you like me to break this story into 10 separate paragraph prompts, for narration or animation scripting, like I did for your previous stories?